Hi Nick, it's Thursday, January 23rd. I loved your video the other day. In particular, this discussion you had about using these videos as practice, and a little bit of discussion about why you agreed to do this crazy thing with me. And I couldn't help but bring to mind two books that one I've read, one I am currently reading. The first being Seth Godin's The Dip, and the one I'm currently reading being So Good They Can't Ignore You by Cal Newport. Both of these books dive into a little bit about what you talked about, so I'd encourage you to read them. But as a brief synopsis here, The Dip is about figuring out when to quit, why to quit, and when to stick to things, and how to motivate you to get on beyond this point of the work return graph that he calls the dip. So far, what I know about So Good They Can't Ignore You is that it is a rejection of some traditional models of why people do things, why people go into careers that they would like, and a discussion of what you can do to be fulfilled in your career. And though this isn't either of our careers, I think there are some nuggets of knowledge in there that we could pull out to learn a little bit about maybe some of the things why we're doing this. In my particular case, I laughed a little bit when you said that you're using these videos as practice, because I am too, but in a different sense. In terms of practice, I am using this as a sort of personal growth tool. I have not been the best organization in my life, and having this sort of regularity of videos, along with the fact that I challenged myself, wanting to challenge yourself and being somewhat unorganized, those don't mix well on occasion. So I've used this as an ability to sort of sharpen up both of those, being challenged, but also being more organized. Not that I'm completely disorganized, but not as organized as I would like. And I also used it as practice just generally to find the things that I am good at in terms of communication. When I first saw this idea, when the Vlogbrothers did it, I thought it was a crazy cool idea. That's why I suggested that we do it. And I have been using maybe a little bit differently than they did initially, but I have been using it as a discovery tool and a sharpening tool to figure out what I've liked and what I don't, versus what I am good at and what I'm not good at. I'm not going to go too much into that because I want you to read Cal Newport's book. It's really good. It's like $4 on Amazon right now. Aside from that, though, it's also a really good project. I think one of the things I wanted to do to get it, one of the reasons I wanted to get into this was because I know people that have done this challenge before have gotten closer with their brothers, and I also thought that would be cool. So I can't leave it to be too sappy, so I just want you to know you have a weird face. I'll see you tomorrow.